right, we're gonna get started. All right, how y'all doing? Don't mind me, I have like a mint in my mouth, so.
I see you, girl. Happy Friday, hey, Menawan. Who else we got?
Hey.
My chat is frozen and stuff, y'all. Sorry if I'm missing y'all. What's good, people?
Yes, we appreciate y'all for joining us as always.
What's
Much
this,
love.
episode
13, I believe. So too much episode that I can't remember all of them, but 13.
Episode
bigger. Remember to share the live, tell a friend, bring your people them to come true, and let's chat.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's chit
And
chat.
as always, this live is sponsored by Lasting Affairs. So it's at Lasting Affairs, right down there in the pinned comment for all your event planning needs. If you need Zoom parties, chair rentals, the whole work. We do corporate, we do everything. So definitely check out Lasting Affairs at Lasting Affairs for everything you need. Even if you need a concierge service,
Yes.
we're here for you to hook it up. Okay. All right. Sasha look like she's freezing again.
And like we're having some technical difficulties. Shout out.
No. You know the Teddy Riley time is over, girl. The Wi-Fi got to get to death.
I don't know what's going on. But anyway, if you have questions or need advice, always remember to email us at everythinginthekitchensink@gmail.com. Completely anonymous. We do be clowning, but we appreciate the advice. We have great advice at the end of the show, so stick around for that. And then so it is June. We're almost at the end of June, and as you know, we've been highlighting different Caribbean Americans during the month of Caribbean Heritage Month, who was given to us by the great Mr. Obama. So this week we are going to talk about the founder of Chicago. The founder of Chicago is none other than Mr. Jean-Baptiste Pont du Sable, who immigrated here from St. Mark, Haiti. Around the history books don't even know, child. It was around 1764, 1765. He came here to New Orleans, Louisiana, and he wanted to go up north because he figured, black people are a little bit safe. And this is way before even Juneteenth and emancipation and all of that stuff. So he migrated up north to Chicago. He was the first non-native permanent settler. He had like a farm like near the Chicago River or something. He actually married I'm gonna chop this up. I'm so sorry if anyone here is Native American. Potawatomi woman. They had two children. He was known as a peacemaker, and he died in 1818 in St. Charles, Missouri. So in Chicago, there's a statue, a school, a museum, a harbor, a park, and a bridge are all named after Mr. Jean-Baptiste Pont du Sable. So shout out to all my Zoes. I'm gonna get y'all a whoa. And yes, that's who it is.
Yes, sapase. Shout out to all of y'all. Haiti, okay? So definitely thank you for that. And to go into, so with the history, let's talk about whitewashing.
Yeah.
I know we're always good about Black power, but, we want to always get our mind right so we understand certain things. So let's talk about the term whitewashing. Now, this could be many things to many people, but I would say for me, and Natasha, you can elaborate for you as well.
Yeah.
I believe whitewashing is basically you feel that if you have something, might not be good enough unless it fits the standards of a white person, or fits the European standard, the Western world standards.
Yeah.
So some examples that we have, like, let's be honest, when we're at work, we switch code. I do not talk like this. Well, only to my peoples at work, Right. I keep it hood to my peoples. Right. But I don't talk like this at work. We switch it up all the time. So that's a form of whitewashing like that. So now when we go into, we feel like we can. Now don't get me wrong. I do feel in certain areas you do have to act a certain way. But I feel even if we're comfortable around some people, we feel like, oh, I don't want to use my Black accents. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. So we do that a lot, when we do the whole whitewashing. So that's why we wanted to talk about how does whitewashing, what are some whitewashing for you, Tasha? We can, keep going down the list of whitewashing.
Yeah, definitely some things like, whitewashing even down to our history. right? When we think about Rosa Parks, we've just been told she was just some tired seamstress who sat down one day in the front of the bus and decided not to go to the back. But in all actuality, Miss Rosa Parks was out here working with the NAACP years before that. The Montgomery, the Montgomery bus, yeah. Can y'all help me? Oh, the
Montgomery bus boycott
started a year, right, prior to Miss Rosa Parks sitting down. So she wasn't just some tired seamstress. You know, they always want to make it seem like we some, oh, the poor lady, the poor black people, we got to come and help them. You know, it wasn't like that. And also, for all we know, you know, I know it's been fun and games and we've all been laughing about, hey, Nella, we've all been laughing about, you know, Beethoven, but Beethoven could have very well been black. We don't know. Because it's just what
a lot of people. Look how they whitewashed the Egyptian lady, Nefertiti, the other day.
Exactly. Like,
when a whole white woman. And you know Nefertiti was not white. Not sure who's white is white, but Nefertiti was not white.
Exactly. So yeah, so just some, you know, things like that, or you know, when you're more of an affluent black person, you're more of a successful black person, it's more like, oh, my kids go to the school, you know, with the white folks. Nothing's wrong with that. But it puts another level on it. So your kid's gonna go to an affluent black school and have the same air about it, have the same qualifications, the same requirements. Or, you know, I work with a bunch of white people. So, you know, it's like, you know, that's to me what whitewashing is. As soon as you want to make something better, or literally the term whitewash means it is white washed. It is washed over, it's bleached down, it's sanded down. And for some people that may be better, but not necessarily so for me. I couldn't care less if your kid was going to an all-white school if he bad as hell.
Yeah, and people look at that as a status symbol, especially let's talk about the school part of things. Yeah. Because I was sitting down with a young lady and she wanted to, I guess, impress us and let us know that her kids go to a white school in Manhasset. And they you know, they do all these great stuff. They have some trick-or-treating thing where a trunk party, I believe, where they decorate the trunk and they do all these stuff. And she made it seem like we were supposed to be impressed. Honey boo, I ain't impressed. I don't have no problem with Caucasians or whoever race, but I would love my children to always be around. I feel like we feel like this. My attitude towards that is we have our whole life to be in white spaces. You're in school for a minimal part of your life. Yeah. I would love them to be around black people. Now, and I'm not saying that you can do something different, but I would love for my kids to be around. Now, I would obviously want my kids to be in a good black school and a great school, but I don't feel the stamp of a good school is that I see white people around. Exactly. And people do that all the time. The stamp of a good school is if you go look at the school report card on the education website. I know. But they always do that. Oh, you know, my kids go to the white school. Right. And even another story. I remember I was looking for a daycare for my first child, Caleb, and I went to this lady and she wanted to impress me again. And see, this is another thing. We're using them as some impression as if we're less than. So I gotta pull a white card on you. Mm-hmm. She came to me and said, she was like, yes, because, you know, my daughter, I guess her daughter helped her out in the daycare. My daughter has a white husband, so we don't have certain people here to come. You know, we don't have like the, you know, ghetto people in our thing because we don't want to leave a bad impression on it. But you said that, I went, you are not the daycare for me because I don't want you to instill that in my child that somehow being white is better. It's different, but it's not better. It's not a situation where because you have some white man that I guess come around the children, I don't know why, but you have the white man come around the children, all of a sudden now I'm supposed to be a person, oh my gosh, she got white people in her family, oh my goodness, I should, you know, this is where I want my child to be. If that's we need to cut our mentality out. Our mentality is so, as you said, Tasha, whitewash.
If that's a selling point for me, you ain't getting me because you just telling me about some white person, I ain't with it. But let me go ahead and read some of the comments because, you know, this is the show for the people. Layla said, these white kids are more trifling than black kids. They just have white privilege, so they don't have the same consequences. Chantel said, girl, bye, I would have left. She did leave. Maya, shout out to my daughter. Hey, baby girl. Shamai says, I think kids growing up around white people does more damage. Oh, yeah? Tammy was agreeing with something that we said. So did Jess. Layla said, you're not doing your favor by sending them to a white school. Egyptians were definitely not white. Yeah, we know that. So, yeah, I mean, we all, Rajay saying, by the way, kids, KIPP is a very good school in our neighborhood. It's on Prospect and Troy Avenue. Shout out to Rajay. Thank you, Rajay. So KIPP is a very good school in our neighborhood. Yeah, exactly. I think, you know, people always like do that. Oh, I shop in the white people neighborhood, or I live with predominantly white people. So, you know,
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
like
gonna
I said,
say
it
what I
can't
want
always
to
be
say,
good.
but every culture, every race has its ghetto, has its thing, has its trailer parks, has its projects. So if you're
Yes.
affluent and you get a come up, why not come up and be around your people? Like I love my people. I want to go outside and be able to talk to my neighbor. Hey, sir. And I
I
have
want
to
to,
worry
if I
about
have
being.
the basket in the backyard, nobody calling the cops.
And I was saying, I have to worry about being Karen. Remember,
Yeah,
talking.
we have to get that out of it that white is better. That's a part of our oppression.
Yeah.
And that's part of the Willie Lynch theory. I'm not going to go through all the details, but look that up, the Willie Lynch, to make us feel less and we fight against one another. And somehow what they do is better. Even like bleaching your skin is another whitewash issue that we feel like, oh, the lighter you are,
For the colorism.
Colorism. It's so many levels to this whitewash that we have been brainwashed in our newer Black power empowerment. These are the things we need to look into because it starts in here. Slavery and the mentality starts here. And even another example of whitewash, I would say, is Christianity. Now I know I might step on a people call, but I'm a Christian girl.
Yeah.
But I feel like American Christianity or the Western world Christianity is a very whitewashed because a lot of people always say, oh, well, it's the slave masters, this and that. Granted that the slave might have introduced it to some Africans, but Christianity was in Africa way before the Atlantic slave trade, way before colonization. So to be honest, it's our religion. They just whitewashed it and threw it back at us and regurgitated it on us.
Gave us some blonde hair, blue-eyed Jesus.
Then they gave us a blonde hair, blue eyed when we all know the Bible states that that is not his complexion. So
hair was like, whoa, baby.
Okay, so we all know that stuff. So that's where the issue is that even Christianity has been whitewashed for the Western world, but this is still our religion. This was birthed in the Middle East, and Africa had churches way before they came to Ghana and ripped us out of our home. So these are things that we need to just think about when we're talking about whitewash. Think about even, and I'm not saying in the sense of because I know it all. I might have had some things that I'd be like, you know what? It's not until maybe just a few years ago with certain things I had to kind of like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? What is going on? Like even I always tell you the example, Tosh, was when I was younger, I used to not like my complexion because, they always tell you like, oh, you're dark, you're this and that.
Not that
chocolate. But when you're 10 years old, you don't have all the equipped things to think about it. And to be honest, I looked up the Willie Lynch theory and I said to myself, wait a minute. I'm not liking my complexion because basically somebody wanted to make money. They basically pit us against each other. So we won't be busy trying to escape. We want to be busy trying to elevate our minds the same way they didn't want us to read and so on. And all of that, you're hating yourself basically because of someone's business plan. And that's basically what it is. Someone's business plan has us hating ourselves, having colorism, having whitewash situation, thinking we're less than, thinking we have to move to white neighborhoods to be affluent. We have to do all of this. This is all a business plan. This is all about money. And that's where we've hated ourselves for generations. So it's something that you have to kind of look into and see where you might have went wrong. And it's a learning process. You know what I mean? Tosh, what you think, girl?
Yeah, no, my Black is beautiful. I definitely feel, what you're saying about your skin complexion, being whitewashed, but melanin on the black market, child, going for $300 a gram.
I know at 13, but I mean, in that time, you kind of like, you whitewashed. I mean, we've been all whitewashed. That's what we see on TV every day.
Shout out to Roger again. Roger said the Bible is a white man book to enslave our minds. We've been spiritual long before Christianity.
I didn't hear the last of the spiritual what?
We've been spiritual long before Christianity.
Well, everybody. I mean, we spiritual. Adam and Eve, the first people on earth, whoever you believe it, has been spiritual. But the point is, I feel like people have used that against us to say that that's a slave master's religion when it's not. It's not. They didn't. They came and saw it, and they were taught it, but they regurgitated on us, and that's what happened.
How they do everything else. I forget what. I don't follow up these people, but one of the Kardashian people, I remember one time there was a whole controversy because she had done cornrows or something, and she's sitting there talking about some. I think what they said.
She called it boxer braids. Remember? They just call it cornrows.
The cornrows, first of all, is a Black woman's protective style. You just out here willy-nilly with it. And it's what they used back in the day. It's just based on the research that I've, now as I'm freshly woke from my slumber, my 38 years of worth of slumber. It's what they use to identify family members. It's also what they use as escape routes when they did cornrows and stuff, and the black people here back in the day. And I'm just like, they take our culture and just make it so frivolous. Like you're saying, your skin complexion was a point of insecurity for you at one point. We got people out there burning up themselves, getting orange tan, looking crazy as hell, blowing up their lips.
Looking white like Christmas.
Yeah, trying to get the booty. Well, J-Lo started the booty thing, but trying to get the booty and the hips and everything to be like, our culture is like, you take our culture out of society today, I don't know what these people would do.
Yeah, I mean, even look at music with rock and roll. That's another black art that got whitewashed. And now all of a sudden is the white. Let's just be honest. Music in general is Africa. That's where music began. That's what it is. So anything out of it is ours to claim. And like I said, I'm not one of the people that feel like other people can't enjoy our culture and other people can't be a part of what's going on. Yeah. But the point is, we also need to know that this is ours and we're good. And living in a black neighborhood is good. Your kids going to black schools, it's good. You just got to make sure you find a good school. Like I would hope you wouldn't just fling them in any white school if you are the whitewashed person just because you see white people. Not everything, not us is not it. And don't get it wrong. It's not even a black thing. It's where the Europeans went across this world. India too. They have a lot of skin bleaching creams, have a lot of things. Same thing with whitewash with China is, some people, some Chinese people or Asian people as well. If you marry a white man, it's we done got a white man in the family. And then if you marry, oh my God, we're gonna disown you. These type of things, we've literally been brainwashed and basically it held captive by our mind by just because somebody had a money plan. And that's where we need to get to it. Yeah, like somebody said, Asians bleach too. I'm telling you, this is across all races that we've been whitewashed because they feel like they've conquered the world. So they've basically put their stuff on us.
Terrible. Hey, Jackie, shout out to my work daughter. She said there's a lot of toxicity in whitewashing that affects the Hispanic community as well. Yeah, absolutely. And that's a fact. That's absolutely a fact because I know someone who is Spanish but does not identify herself as being Latin or Hispanic or whatever. She doesn't associate, we talk about, it's Hispanic. I remember one time I was having the conversation, it's Hispanic Heritage Month, and she was like, oh, okay, yeah. And, just because, she's from Spain. So, she's from Spain. She don't identify with her people. So, okay, girl. All right.
Yeah, it happens in every country. There's no place on the globe that has not been whitewashed, okay? Yeah. To an extent. You know what I mean? Because colonization, they literally went after every piece of land.
They went after everybody.
Went there with that mentality to oppress you so they can basically keep their pockets fat. And that's just the long and short of it. And that's in the Hispanic community as well. They always talk about the Dominican situation online. All that, and they say they're not black because they don't want to be black because somehow being black is negative, and that's the thing
because of how we're portrayed.
In our even in our everyday speech, we'll hear certain stuff like, I ain't doing that because it's kind of get on. What would the white people say? White people's around, you gotta act right. Those type of stuff. Like even those little speeches, we need to curtail it and try to pull ourselves back from it.
Like Roger just brought a point and say, if your child speaks well, another individual why is he talking white? Or why do we term our black kids weird if they're not into the trap music and they're not into the traditional black culture stuff? Why is it automatically, your kid's weird or your kid's into sides or they're a nerd? And we put these labels on them when we do it to our own selves when the kids don't fit into the box of what we call, our blackness. Let kids be kids and let people be people. I may jump up tomorrow rock and roll. People gonna be like, oh, Tasha, you like white music? I actually do like some rock and roll. I like System of a Down and a couple of the Fall Out Boys and some little alternative music. You know what I'm saying? I like what sounds good in my little ear. And I just think it's not fair for us to put everything in a box and say, if you like this, it has to be black culture. You can only listen to Bob Marley because you're Jamaican or, whatever it is. So, yeah.
Yeah. And like someone said, blacks too, they be out if they're out in the sun too long, they don't want to get too dark because God forbid you get too dark. So, you know what I mean? Those type of things we gotta uproot them out of our mind, out of our soul.
Rock and roll was started by Black people. We said that. Blacks too don't be on the sun too long. Mind says speaking proper is speaking white. Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah, we need to just get it out there. So, like I said, we're not coming from a preachy place because I've done it. I probably still do it by mistake. You never know what's happening. But long as we're aware of it, it's something that we can cut out, and then we won't pass that onto the next generation. We won't pass that onto our children so they don't speak the things that we heard in the home. Because, you know, growing up in a Caribbean home, we hear a lot of that too, because the Caribbean, I believe, is very whitewashed. So we need to get those things out of our tone, out of our speech, and come forward. Okay. All right.
Exactly.
Just be aware of it.
Yeah, no, sorry, no, I'm not crying. It's my allergies. So we're gonna transition into our next topic. And basically it's like we want to know, does your group of friends represent who you are? So Nasia had a great example of the drug dealer. If all your friends are drug dealers, are you a drug dealer? I don't think so. I don't think my friends represent me at all, because like all of my friends are more on the mild mannered, a little bit ratchet. They turned a little bit, but I'm full ghetto, full ratchet, 24/7, all day, every day. This is what you see is what you get. Okay. And I'm a little bit more of the more liberated, sexually evolved genre of woman.
Okay. Sexually liberated. Yeah.
Not so much, you know. So I don't think, because I'm a hoe, that makes Nasia a hoe. Nasia may accept my behavior, you know. But
well, I feel
I'm not a drug dealer, but I'm studying.
I'm in between with it, because I would say your friends do kind of somewhat represent you. Now, do they represent you to the T? It depends. Now, if you have a one little drug dealer friend, one little hoe friend, one little this, but every friend a hoe, and like you got 10 friends and like all of them is hoes, everybody you don't know nobody but drug dealers, or everybody you know they steal, everybody you know, I don't know, smoke weed or whatever. I'm trying to think of different things. Or everybody you know wears skimpy clothes. I mean, that has to somewhat represent who you are. Like, you know what I mean? That there has to be something that you consistently are attracting hoes as friends. There has to be something.
Yeah, because you don't want
to hoe. That's cool. And I've been friends with hoes. I mean, I know what it is. I'm gonna be honest. Being friend with a hoe is hard, because I had a hoe friend when I was young. And to run from man house to man house was a lot. But that's another story for another day. But that was another story for another day. But I'm telling you, it does represent you to a certain extent. Like, there has to be something in you that connects with these type of people. Now, like I said, it's not like if you have a one friend here, one friend there. Everybody has an eclectic group of friends, but everybody can't be the same. And you, I don't do that. All my friends, they still every Saturday at Macy's, and I don't do that. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. You gotta be doing something with it. You gotta be doing something with it. So I mean, come on. Your friends don't kind of represent you.
Somebody gotta have the money to bail you out. You are an individual. You don't represent your friends. Jackie says, I think the company you keep can reflect your values. If you surround yourself with people with poor values and accept them, that says something about you. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess so. You know, you're around a bunch of people who are murderers, and you just
like you ain't never click clack nobody. You definitely going down for accessory of the crime.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it makes you a murderer. It doesn't make you a murderer, but it does make you have poor morals because you hang around with a bunch of murderers. I get it.
Yeah, it's like somebody said, you supporting the booster hustle. Don't lie. All your friends steal. If all your friends steal, you know you buy clothes from your friends. And that's it. Like, you have to accept what it is.
Somebody has to have the bail money. So I can't have everybody who steals. Somebody got to have the bail money. So if I'm the stealer, you got to be the girl who don't steal, who going to bail me out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that's my point is, I feel like if it's a one-off kind of thing. I know, I hung around, especially when I was younger too. I used to hang around people that, bust out a little clothes, take a little thing, you know what I mean? People do certain things. But the point is, I can't say every one of my friends are doing this and that does not reflect something on me. Let's just be honest. You are a representation of the people you hang around, because Like if something goes down, you're going to be a part of it too. So you have to, in a way, like someone said, you're accepting their behavior. You're accepting what they're doing. You're doing it. You are accepting it. So you are a reflection of your friends. Wait, what are you thinking about? You thinking about all your friends or something?
Janelle said, "You accept your friends for who they are. As long as you respect that. As long as you respect that, I'm cool with. I'm not with it. We cool." So she's saying that you accept your friends for who they are, as long as you understand that I ain't gonna be out there stealing with you, or I ain't gonna be out there hoeing with you. We good. You do your thing. I'm gonna do. I still think you can have your own individuality. Just because all my friends steal don't mean I'm the thief too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a part that this. If all your friends, you have attracted all these people. The same thing, like even if you had a man, you attract men that are abusive. Every man you with has been abusive. There's something in you that is attracting that person.
Wait a minute. Are we?
There is. I'm not saying it's your fault, but if you consistently attract the same type of people, there is a part of you. I'm not saying that's who you are or that's who you are, but the point is there is a part of you that something's going on. There's no way that you rolling the dice and every time you clicking on an abuser, every time you clicking on a drug dealer, there's something in you too. Now, I'm not saying you're fully that person, you're fully a drug dealer, you're fully a thief, but the point is there's something in you and you have to accept that there are some part of you that's a reflection, and that's what's projecting out is that type of person being attracted to your life. That's how I see it. Okay. I mean, what y'all tell us what y'all think? What you think?
Miss Moni said, if you're a good person, why can't you convert them to being a good person too? The same way they influence you, you should influence them, right? Because I ain't about changing people. I mean, but yeah, that's solid advice. Shamaya said, like Jackie said, it reflects your values. Oh, look at my kids agreeing in the comments. Mikkel was agreeing with Janelle about, accepting your friends as long as they know that you're not cool with their behavior. We're good. You buying the goods makes you wrong if you're accepting them murdering people. Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things I would not accept from no friend. But you go ahead, Tosh. Let's go ahead.
I mean, no, it's fine. I mean, I still think that you are able to have your own identity, and I mean, to the extreme of murdering people. Of course, I'm a good person, so I'm not. I know that I'm a good person, so I would never be friends with people who just out here willy-nilly murdering people. I wouldn't do that. I'm personally, but I just feel like on the latter end of things, if I have a bunch of friends who are like we talk about stealing, or scamming or something like that, I guess it does make sense because if you're a good person and you have certain values, you wouldn't associate yourself with people who are doing wrong stuff. Is that what y'all are saying?
You can also change them, like someone said. You would influence them now to, say, friend, maybe this is not the way to go.
Yeah.
Friend, maybe we I know you've been scamming for 10 years, but let's let year 11 be the time we give it up. This ain't the life no more.
All right, cool. So
you can influence your friends to do good things. But I'm not saying I don't believe in fully changing people. It's just if it's a smorgasbord of people and the same problem, you are part of the problem, and that is a reflection of you. There's something in you that attracting that type of thing. So you reflecting them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Moni. Thank you. You put it so eloquently. Your moral compass won't allow you to be around those people. That's true. And Roger said you can't change anyone. Yeah, people gonna do what they want to do.
Yeah, but you can influence people. You can try. I'm not saying you can try. Yeah. Now, are you going to accomplish it and it's going to be a end task? Maybe not. But you can try to say, friend, if you really love your friend too, suppose it's somebody you grow up with. You know what I mean? Suppose you grow up with somebody and, you used to live a life. Now, let's change up. Let's do something different. And that's okay. I don't see nothing wrong with telling your friend, let's change up. Let's do something different. If it's for the good of them.
Sasha said, hold on, there's a lot to unpack here. Sasha said, some of my friends are hoes. I mind my business. Janelle said, Tasha, I can no longer be friends with you. Why? Because I'm a hoe and you not a hoe? It's okay. You live through me. See, I've been living through me for a long time, too.
Yeah, I live through Tasha. But I don't have a whole bunch of hoe friends. I'm not calling you a hoe, Tasha. I mean, I gotta hear your full rap sheet more. But
you don't know.
I'm saying I don't mind hanging around with a whole friend, but not every friend could be hoe. Because sometimes too, when you hang around with hoes, like I said, I had a whole friend when I was younger. You hear people trying to come class you up like you a hoe. I had some dude like that. I'm hanging out behind and she be like, why with you? Nothing ain't going on with me. She a hoe, not me. I came to chill. You know what I mean? I came to have a drink.
And then you cleared your good name. Jackie says, I don't think it's about you being different or an individual. It's about what you're exposed to as well. Like all these Karens who only know other Karens and only exposed to those values, ideas. Exactly. Okay, so you're a product of your environment. True, Jackie. Moni said either you're going to influence them to switch up or you're going to join them. Not a true. Janelle said she's a ho-ho. Who a ho? Is it Fenella? Thank you for joining. Henceforth, Fenella. She said you can try okay. She said you can try to help to change a person if you think they're doing wrong, because most of the time that person just needs you to say to them what they're doing, what you're doing is wrong. Got it. Hey Q. Roger said, but they have to be conscious about what the problem is. You can't change what you can't see a problem with. Acceptance. I got it. I was a church host, so I left the church. Right, Junebug?
Well, then that's a good idea.
Right,
and something influence you to not hold in the church no more. Right. Boom, boom, boom.
Accept me at my wholeness. If you can't accept me at my hoe, don't accept me at my no. Let me stop. If all my friends are hoes, what do we have in common? Y'all may have other things in common.
Y'all might like movies or something, but you still have a little hole in you, or you're excited and you have a hole that wants to come out. You could have a hole that wants to come out. You know what I mean? But there's something there if all your friends is hoes. Okay?
The hoes always want to come out over here. You know what? Maybe we should get into next week. We could discuss what a hoe is. We're gonna talk about what a hoe is next week.
That's true. That's true. If y'all want us to talk about that, we can put that on next topic.
Yeah, next topic, because we don't really know what a hoe is. What's a hoe? We're gonna talk about what a hoe is next week. Nah, I'm undercover hoe. Right, Moni? We all got a little hoe in us, but anyway. Moving right along. Speaking of hoes.
Speaking of hoes.
Do you guys think a whole closet is a swing door? Stop it. Sasha said, I've been friends with my friends 10 plus years. Everyone changed with time. I accept them for who they are. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Accept me at my hoe. So do you, Tasha can teach that one well. Don't be spilling beans.
You already said who you are. It's okay.
We want to know, do you guys think, is it acceptable for a woman to propose to her man? Mm-hmm. So heterosexual relationship, because if it's, lesbians, of course, a woman's going to propose to her woman. But heterosexual relationship, do we think it's acceptable for a woman to propose to her man? What do you think, Nasia?
I'm gonna be honest. I probably would not do it. But I'm a big old married lady, right, so this. I mean, sometimes mentally, I probably can't put myself in certain shoes. But I would say, like, let's say if I was out on the shop now, in my 30s, and I met a guy that I like, and maybe we're 2 years, a year in, and we talk about marriage, and we say that there's a future. I would not be against proposing, because I mean, to me, I feel like at a certain age, maybe like the 35 and up crowd, I got time to waste. So if you want to get married, but I don't know if I'll do the whole big ring and me thing.
Who are you talking to?
No, I don't have a problem with the 35 and up. Now, I don't believe no young girl, when you 35 and down, should be proposing to anybody. Okay, let's set the standard. But I feel like if I'm 50, 60, I'm going to tell them, if I'm dating a little man, I'm like, yo, you want to get married? Come, let's go down to the courthouse. Let's go do this thing. You know what I mean? I love you. You love me. I would do it. I don't see nothing wrong with it. But I put an age limit on the proposing. Yeah. I believe no 21-year-old girl should be going on no knee with no ring for no man. But you let us know what you think. What do you think? Yeah. I wouldn't mind it.
We're not talking about, I'm going to get to the comments in a minute, but we're not talking about, saying to your man, I think it's time for us to get married, having that conversation. We're talking about getting down on one knee. We're talking about popping a ring out. We're talking about proposing to your man.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I would propose if I'm like 60, 50 years old, stuff like that. But I would not be against someone else getting down on their knee at 40, 35, 38, and then proposing and saying, babe, let's get married. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Yeah. I mean, what would be the big deal?
No.
You don't have time to wait. You don't have time to be up here skylarking with nobody, waiting and hinting and dropping hints. Look, boo, you want to do this thing? Let's do this thing.
We ain't doing it too. Roger said, Tasha will not look on our Not the key. What? Not the Nino Kaepernick. Let me just go up.
Why y'all gotta do me like that?
You proposed to me. Junior said, get your shit on, sis. Shoot your shot. Q said, tradition people don't stick to. Everyone said, before everybody was saying no. Trinity Boy said, yes, it is acceptable. Mine and Maya said, I wouldn't, but why not? Stick to tradition. Mohi said, it's a hard no for me. Sasha said, hell, mother effing no. Tamara said, no.
Okay, well, why?
No.
Lisa said, no.
Why? Q said, yes, propose. Janelle said, no, hell no. I see a bunch of hell no's. Mikhail said, hell no. Risa said, hell no.
There's a lot of no's. nobody would have proposed to me, man.
Shamaya said,
nobody. Not one person.
Listen, Shamaya said, something about me getting down on one knee just don't sit right with me. I'm not doing it. Okay? Because it's a man's job.
I don't think it is the man's job, but the point is, do we have to stick to tradition at certain ages? Like I said, if you're 35 and down, I am totally against you proposing. But I feel like if you date, let's say you've been divorced, right? Mm-hmm. You divorced, you in your 45, 50, and you with a little man, what would be the big deal if you asked him to marry you? Like, I feel like that age, all that tradition stuff falling off.
Jackie agrees with you. Jackie says, yes, I think it's okay if a woman feels strongly about it. They should do it. Down with the gender norms. Okay.
Yeah, do you? Who cares? At 45, I'm going to be up there. I got to wait on him to propose. Man. I got time. I go buy the ring and we'll get married.
Then I guess I wear the pants in the relationship too, this man's job, Moni said. Q said, traditionally, the husband ain't paying for the ring. Wedding, the father does. Does the father do that? Oh, you mean nowadays? So traditionally, it's supposed to be the father who pays for the wedding. But you know.
But see, that's another tradition that we threw away. Because at the end of the day, nobody ain't paying no bridal fee or whatever. I forget what they call it. Dowry or whatever for me and all this. A lot of tradition stuff. Nobody ever went to somebody's dad or mom and asked them. People are not even doing that stuff. So why would we have to stick to tradition at such an older age in your life? You know what I mean? Why? I'm going to ask you to marry me. What a big deal. Marry me, boo.
Roger said it. No. Roger said, only if you're not a mascot. Risha said, if I have to ask him.
Why you disrespect? Why the man got to get disrespected? Because you're to be a very manly man.
You're not a man clone. Risha said, if I have to ask him to marry me, that I am not the one for him. And her cousin Janelle agreed with her in the comments. What else we got? So leave tradition about it. Woman's supposed to propose. Q, you be quiet. You be quiet.
We can propose. Like I said, I don't believe in young girls doing this, but at a certain age, I feel it can go on, okay? It can go on.
Jackie said she's going to propose like Nassia, marry me, boo.
Yeah, be honest, my proposal probably would not be on one knee and a ring and flowers and dinner. I just said one time, I'm a big 50-year-old woman, I see my man, I'm like, let's go courthouse tomorrow, boo. Let's do this. You know, why not?
Sasha said, look at Chrissy Lamp and her dumb ass. Proposed how long ago they aren't married. They look stupid and still do. I want my dowry.
But that is Chrissy. You gotta feel about it if you're ready too. You don't want to embarrass yourself.
Put them on to make them want to marry me. Put them on to make them want to marry me.
Under no circumstances. Suppose you're 70 and you find a nice man. Your pride still up at 70?
At 70, I want no man.
No, but you could want a man.
At 70, I better be raising mine and Maya's kids. I better be grandma to mine and Maya's babies and Jackie's babies. Well, Jackie don't want no babies. And Sage's babies. Is Sage gonna be old enough at 70? Yeah.
But you need a little company. Older people need a little rub leg too. Somebody to sit on the porch and chat.
But y'all rub leg, we're not married because I don't know if you know, but I'm gonna be a millionaire. So I definitely ain't gonna have nobody come take my little riches at 70. Bye, boy.
Well, get a good prenup. You know, everybody want a little company. And there's nothing wrong with the company you keep that you propose to them. It's not going to change your relationship in any way if you decided to propose to that person. If it's a real relationship and not bogged down in tradition and stuff like that, it's not going to make a big deal. But like I said, it depends on if you want. And even when I think about it now, even if you're under 35, if you don't feel that way, then maybe you could do it. If that's your thing.
Not ask no boy to marry me. If a boy want to marry me, I'm going to get them on one knee. Bars. Bars. I ain't doing it. She ain't doing it. We ain't doing it. 70, 80, 90, 100. I'm not doing it. And if I reach 70 and I ain't married already, I ain't trying to get married. But I know what you want. Where's Dre? Dre, are you in these comments? Dre, we need to talk.
Well, he proposed, but I wouldn't be open to it. If I was in the streets, I'd be open to it.
Let me get to these good, sensible people in the comments. Sasha said,
I ain't sensible.
a man knows what he wants. If they want to marry, they will propose. Roger said, you need to be making a will at 70. Moni said, what does proposing do? Proposing is the promise of marriage. Risha said, at 70, we don't have time for games. You should be trying to marry me after 6 months. After 6 months?
Yes, 6 days.
Girl,
I don't have time to wait.
6 months. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, Jackie said the tradition of dowry was done away with once women were allowed to inherit wealth and land. Marriage was a contract so that a man could take your money. Okay, hit us with the facts then, Jackie. So the dowry was done away with once women were allowed to inherit wealth and land. So they don't need no dowry no more because the woman can make her own money. All right, girl.
That's right.
Copy. 6 months, Risha. I'm stuck on that. Girl, we don't know you in 6 months. Who married somebody in 6 months?
I'm 70. I don't have time to waste. I still would like ways to get married at 70, but I don't have time to waste. So, at the end of the day.
Matter of fact, let me put it out there right now.
I would hope a lot of you ladies would be open to it, but I guess I was wrong. So, definitely, you can see going down in the comments. We're going to get to our advice. So, today, here we go.
Child, I saw this email and I was like, ooh.
Ooh, child. But we're going to get to it. Hey, y'all. Yeah, shout out to you if you're in here. Hey, y'all. I'm feeling really conflicted right now, and I'm hoping you ladies can offer me some sound advice. I've been with my man for an amazing 2 years. He really loves me, and I love him too. Or so I thought. He treats me well, and I don't really have anything to complain about. But here is my issue. I recently lost 70 pounds. I am feeling sexy and ready for everything. I honestly don't feel like being in a relationship anymore. I dropped the weight and I just want to be free. Am I wrong for feeling this way? I don't want to hurt him, but I'm just not feeling him anymore. What would you do?
Girl.
Okay, Tasha, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm going to go first because I feel like Nasia about to go dark on you, honey.
Go first. Give her the sweet. Give her the sweet.
Miss Ma'am. Wait. So you lost weight and now you want to get out of your relationship? Girl, what are you doing? You said he was a great guy. It's been an amazing 2 years. Wow. I mean, that's a little bit much. They say you out here thotting and bopping, girl. The listeners said you out here thotting and bopping. They said you want to throw coochie. They said you want to be a part of Hot Girl Summer. I mean, I get it. New body, new dick. Yeah, I'm with it. Drop him, honey. Go ahead, girl. Leave that man.
Okay. Me? Girl, I want to say thank you, though, for watching the show.
Oh, yeah,
thank you for being a listener or a viewer, and we appreciate it. But, girl, me ignorant for you. You rude. How you lose 70 pounds, and then you gonna talk about you want to leave your man? You want to leave your man just because you lose weight? Like, did he do something? You want to leave this so-called good relationship because you lost 70 pounds? You're wicked. You are very wicked, and I don't like that. I do agree. You should leave this man and let him find a nice girl that wants to be with him and love him through big weights.
Why she gotta stay?
You, girl, you're not nice. You are not nice, and I don't like that. You lost the weight, but you need to fix up your mind as well. That was not nice. Oh, I lost weight, and I wouldn't leave my man. You never loved a man. And that's wicked, and I feel bad for that man. And if, man, you can email us. Me and Tasha will hook you up with a nice girl. I know some single ladies that's looking for a man to love them and treat them right. So please email us. I don't know if he listened to the show, but please email. Like I said, I appreciate you, young lady, for watching the show. Tell a friend. But girl, you're wrong.
Why is she wrong?
That's
Why
wicked.
is she wrong?
That's wicked.
She
Nothing not wrong with a relationship if you want to leave the man because she lose weight.
Yeah, she leveled
because she lose weight. She feel like she better than the man now that she was laying up with when she was fluffy and nice, and now she want to leave the man because she lose a little weight.
A woman, I thought we was pro women on this show.
We are pro women, but we pro nice too.
Listen,
pro nice people.
It ain't about her being nice. She has the right to change her mind and not be with the boy no more. Girl, do you?
What, a weight loss?
Nobody who this. Nobody who this.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I think she should leave the man because he needs somebody to love him no matter what they look like, okay? No matter what he look like. Or what is really wrong with the man that this loving relationship has happened? Like the people say, do you want to be a hoe? Was this not in your thing? Was the weight holding you back from being a hoe?
Nobody.
Or living your life?
Nobody.
I mean, why he can't enjoy the new body too? Why he can't enjoy the new body?
The comments are on fire. I don't even know how to get to all of them, but let me tell you, y'all have me rolling. The Sia said the Sia had me crying. Amanda Wan said that's Scorpion Diva 2001. She said, damn, her glow up must have been real. Chantel said she want a hoe in peace. Moni said she want to throw that coochie around. Maya said, no, you're not wrong. Leave. That's right, daughter. Tell her she's not wrong. Go be who you want to be with. Roger talking about Janelle said she got rid of that fupa. She want to show it off. Damn right. Later said, at least she's not.
She can show it off with her man on the beach.
Moni said, sister, y'all gonna see this body. Chantel agree with Leia. Facts though. She want a home in peace. You gotta do what makes you happy, right, Layla? In the words of Tamar, Risha said she tried it. Exactly. Let me see. He wasn't doing nothing. That's why she want to go.
She didn't really love him.
Talk him. How you can't say that?
She didn't really love him.
So bad for this.
Like somebody said, she was settling. I saw that somewhere. She was settling, and she feel like, oh, maybe she step up in life, and it's time to throw away the old. That's not nice.
Girl, I'm sorry.
I mean, men do it all the time, but that's not nice.
Oh God, she can't help.
That's not nice.
Janelle said she's wrong. Risha laughing at you. She said, how you gonna say I appreciate you for watching? Tell a friend after you.
I know. I hate to come at a viewer like that, but girl, you came to our doorstep. You came to our doorstep.
Know how she feel. What is she supposed to do? Be unhappy and stay? Where
Jukebox
said, where was this energy 70 pounds ago? She didn't have no
Thank
energy.
you.
She didn't have no energy.
Why she ain't leave 70 pounds ago if she was unhappy? And she's talking about she loved the man and all this other stuff and how the relationship is so great. And now she lose weight. And that's it. The relationship not good no more.
Shemai said she's probably been unhappy with her weight all her life. Now she wants to live her best life. Right. Nobody knew that.
You can live your best life, big and small. So I don't know what she's talking about. You gotta get a mental together, girl.
She said, now she ungrateful. He was fine with her when she had her weight. Now she's sexy and so she want to leave him. Nobody knew that. Yes, girl. Get it.
No, that's not how it works. That's people's feelings. That's so wrong. I can't agree with it. I mean, I think you should leave, though. I think you should leave because that man is a good woman.
If it was the other way around, would it be okay? If I lost weight and then my man broke up with me, would it be okay? If someone's not happy, let them go.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you should let him go. And even if it's the other way around, let's say, because men do, like I said earlier, men do it all the time too. They might step up in life, they might get more money. You know, these people turn rich superstar and they leave their girl from the hood, but they are wrong too. Yeah. All of them wrong.
Jess said she never knew what made her happy. Chantel said she's evil, but she's being real and she should leave. She could go home in peace and he could find better. Maya says guys start getting money and they leave their girlfriends all the time. Preach, daughter. Wait, Moni said
it's true, but they wrong too.
Wait, Moni, men do leave women for gaining weight. I personally know guys who, if I'm like, oh my God, I want to lose some weight because I'm so big, they be like, girl, don't lose no weight. You fine the way you are. You know, when you like them big, you like them big now, Moni. Some guys.
Yeah, I know a girl like that. She lost weight and her man basically left because he was into thick girls. So he left. But my whole thing is, I feel like maybe I feel like if you're young, I don't know how old this person is, but when you're young, you probably that superficial. But if you're older, you really been in love with somebody, these little physical changes don't change the person who they are inside and the connection you have with them. You know what I mean? If you really love them. But let's be honest, we all going to shrivel up and look a mess. Well, we might not look a mess. We'll see how it goes.
Not me.
But we're all going to be at our best for our whole lives. Let's just be honest. We're not going to be at our best our whole life. And it's what is going to connect you to that person is the inner parts of you. So she running around, have a good relationship. Girl, I think you might regret this later on. I think you are. But girl, leave him, and we can play matchmaker for him. Tell him to come over here, and I will find him a good woman. Any good woman want that man? Drop in the comments. Send us a DM.
We don't want him. She leaving him. We don't want him.
Well, I will vet him. I feel bad for the man, but leave him, girl. Leave him.
Well, let me sum up the advice, girl, because I know it's fun and games and we cacking, but here's what the real tea is. I don't think you're being honest with yourself. Because if it was a great relationship and he was with you 70 pounds ago, what's really going on? Why you want to leave this brother? Listen, no tea, no shade. When y'all write us for the advice, come with us with the whole story, because something ain't right here, and I feel like there's more to this story. Because you know, you lost weight, and now you just all of a sudden not feeling your man because you want a hoe. Girl, go cheat. You don't gotta leave it. I mean, don't go cheat.
But that's the reason why you want to leave. You want to explore your sexual ways and your sexual things, but you know, don't be up here lying like, oh, I lost weight and I don't like, you feel like you're better than the man. Tell him, say what it really is. Yeah. Say what it really is. That's what you need to do. Be honest with yourself and say what it really is. There's more to the story. I agree, Fenella. There's more.
Yeah, it is more to the story. Moni said, people change and move on. She has found her new life. Let her enjoy. Hi, Benji. Thanks for joining. Junebug said, if she left him, the next man or guy may deal with her wicked. Yeah, karma is real. Jackie said she made it about her body. I think the email would have came across differently if she just said that she wasn't happy with her relationship on an emotional level. Yeah, that makes sense.
Agree.
Many said, how we know he's good? You giving him to us? We don't want him.
I will vet him. Don't act like I'm
nobody ain't running from good. Nobody ain't running from good, girl. A chance. Maya says she probably will regret it, but at least she gonna have fun. She gonna have fun with that new body. Yes, new body, new dick. Layla says she's gonna regret it.
And a couple of penises. So why you at it?
Layla says she's gonna regret it, but she wouldn't be unhappy. We agree with karma. Moni said maybe she's settled. Yup, it's more to the story. Thank you. There's more to the story. Maybe he changed. He probably liked her big. Benji said, if I was with you for
what you say?
If I was with you from the tour up, I'm trying to be there for the glow up. I know that's right.
Yeah, let him enjoy the new body. Yeah. But he can't enjoy it because you feel like I said, you never loved that man. You never really loved that man. You just kind of got with him because you know people get with somebody, oh, they treat me nice.
Is it that she really never loved him, or are we all in agreement? I think we're all in agreement that something else is going on. Maybe she settled in the beginning, and now she feels like she can go get the man that she really wants.
Okay, well then I need the man.
Girl, if your dude is now single, we have a bunch of single women here. I may be one of them. I'm not sure yet. I'll get back to y'all on that. But send us his stats and his information, girl. Let us auction him off on the show. We could do a little.
That would be nice.
We could do a little matchmaker because women out here ain't going crazy for men. You out here leaving your good man. What's wrong with him? Why you don't want him? Why you don't want
something else? Maybe something that, like I said, she don't. You know, people be with people, but they don't really rate them. You know that kind of way. People be with people and they're like, you know, that's my little man. You know, he ain't really good in bed, or he ain't this.
Moni said, we don't want him.
You know that kind of way. People be with people like that.
I don't want him. We don't know what's wrong with him yet. Oh my God.
He's probably a good man. One person's trash is another person's treasure. Okay.
We're gonna find out. I'm gonna email her back. You might have I'm gonna email her back. I'm gonna
yes, you can email her back. But like I said, girl, we do appreciate you for watching. But we have to keep it real. We have to keep it real. I'm still ignorant for you, but like I said, leave the man and let somebody else get him. You feel like a new body to you. Work out that new life. Come back to us in a year and tell us how is that going.
Listen, my good says new body, who this, new body, new dick. Okay, that's what my good sis said. That's what my good sis said. She don't want no parts, but I want to know why. What's really going on, girl? If you ain't here,
let us know. And congratulations on your weight loss, but you need to lose a couple of other things.
Let me know how you did. I'm trying to lose weight. Maybe I don't know. We'll see.
Well, congratulations, girl. And we are winding down. So if you have any questions, you can put it in the comments.
Go ahead. He said weight loss. Benji said this better be Rihanna. Jackie said weight loss goes up and down. The physical is always in a state of I. A person's true character isn't so easily changed.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
that's
fluctuates. True. Yeah. So we all in agreement. We all in agreement that something's going on. There's something deeper here. We're gonna try to get more out of this one. This one, I feel like we really need some follow-up. We've had some more follow-ups, before. Oh, thank you, Maya. The flames are going up. So we counting down. It's 2 minutes to the end of the show.
Oh yeah, if you I know we're 2 minutes in, but like I said, you can keep talking in the comments for a little bit of time.
Yeah, we can still keep talking.
If you enjoyed the show, please put your flames up. And you know what I mean? So we thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. You could have done a lot of things. So we appreciate y'all and all that you do and being here. Much appreciated.
Thank you so
much. And remember to email us at everything in the kitchen sink. It's pinned right there at the bottom. Please email us with all your advice, show topics, questions. Anything. We're here for you. This is the people show. This is your live, and we're just here to facilitate it.
And we are looking to move platforms because we know, let me tell you, I know y'all little hot asses. I know y'all can't wait for outside to be fully opened up so y'all can go ahead and be outside gallivanting.
And thotting and bopping and showing your new body.
Thotting and bopping and not watching the show. So we're going to move it to YouTube.
We'll be moving to YouTube in the late summer, but we're still be here.
We're going to be moving to YouTube because I know y'all ain't going to be here 8 o'clock on Wednesday. So
no, we're going to be here. We're going to call this. We know y'all going to be here, but we're also going to be on YouTube as well. Okay?
Y'all going to be out here. Thick slinging, thotting and bopping.
Well, we counting down, though, girl. So we're going to have to wrap this one up. Remember, everything in the kitchen sink at gmail.com. Link us up. What you got to say, Tosh? Hit them with it.
And as always, it's the same time, it's the same place, it's the same live, and we are out of here.
Yes. I'll just stop